I didn't start with plugins or a laptop. I've always been drawn to hardware, drum machines, synths, like things that I could touch. But one day I saw her live stream by JakoJako and that changed everything. It was this amazing mix of ambient and techno, two sounds on opposite sides of the spectrum. It was so organic, so musical. And that was the moment when modular synthesis clicked for me. Not as gear, but as a language. Before modular, I was working mostly with hardware. A Yamaha CS1X, a 303 clone, Innovation drum station, things like that, you know. I used a DAW for light editing, was Ableton, but never really for creative work. It just didn't inspire me. I also had huge setups, great for sound, but terrible for transport. It felt bulky, disconnected, hard to bring into a club or for a live set, so I didn't really look for playing live in that stage. Around that time, I was in a 9-to-5 job that just numbed me. So I made a decision. Intuitively, irrationally, but completely, I just quit. And I signed up for an Intro to Modular course in Berlin. I didn't get the fancy oscillators I wanted. Schneider's Laden was low on stock. So I bought what I could. A Mutant Brain, Optomix, I think an FX8, and I think that was it. Basically, all utilities, no oscillator. And since you can't do much without the sound service, I borrowed oscillators from one of my teachers just to get going. And looking back, I think that was such a blessing because modular forces you to build something from nothing. And sometimes limited gear teaches you more than endless options. I didn't patch for hours on end. I didn't always know what I was doing. But I started learning. And for the first time, I began to really understand signal flow. Like what's going where, what makes things move, what shapes a sound, how does an envelope work. And if you're new to modular, there's like one tip: don't skip the basics. Learn what VCAs do, learn how modulation affects rhythm and tone. It's the unsexy stuff which makes the sound come alive. I started reading manuals, which I never thought I'd enjoy, but modular gave me that curiosity back. It felt alive. And honestly, sometimes I just stumble upon something beautiful without even planning it. For me, modular isn't about crazy modulation. I'm not here to impress anyone with cable spaghetti. I just want a sound that's solid. That's something I struggled with before, like making my setup playable, performable. With modular, I can build a case that's fully mine and small enough to carry anywhere. Today, it's at the center of everything I do musically. I've left my Octatrack at home, I've left my analog rhythm behind, but not my modular. It's the one thing that moves with me. Basically everywhere. That one headset started a chain reaction. I quit my job, rebuilt my setup, and found a way back to my creativity through cables, mistakes, and sounds that feel like they're alive. So tell me, what was your turning point? What was a moment or a sound that changed everything for you? I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Also, if you start with modular, subscribe to my email list. You get a free email series about tips and tricks which helped me a lot when I started out with modular.